And I think in that vein, we've got somebody very exciting who has just joined the show. He's coming on here now. And this is the kind of guy that we want to hear from and cheer for, and we want to see win in 2026. TJ Bongiorno, founder of the Outgoing Company. Get in here. Get inside of this show.
Yeah. What's up, boys? Yeah, thanks for having me. First and foremost, before anything is said, Chris, that's one of the nicest things anyone's ever said about me, what you said at the beginning of the show, because I was watching live. I was like, oh my God.
So you, bro. You. Hey, man, I think what you have done, and I've been seeing you everywhere, man. I've been seeing this product. I've been seeing Audi. I'm wondering, what in the world is Audi? Exactly. Exactly.
I love that.
I get on your page and I start digging into it, man. And you've got these incredible descriptors: social performance, enabling people to lean away from other mechanisms of coping and allowing them to take a natural solution and productizing that. To me, this is really compelling, man. What I would love if you'd start out with is just paint for us the background and how you've come from tech and launched into the world of e-commerce. And where did the creation of this product come from? Just paint some of that background for us.
Yeah, sure. 100%. Also, again, thank you guys. Funny enough, I always say, like, being a newer founder and newer to the space, it's kind of like, it feels like there's like this club and everybody, like all the big founders and all the big operators. And I'm like, behind the carpet outside, like trying to look in. So it's cool to, I'm in, guys. I'm in.
You're in
now. But jokes aside, so first and foremost, for anyone that's unfamiliar, if you see Ramp Health over my shoulder, those skate decks, my brand we just rebranded. So Ramp Health is what we launched under and what the product was initially under for the last 2+ years. And then trademarks are important, and also just trying to improve the product and a bunch of other things that led us to rebrand to the Outgoing Co. and Audi as you know it now. Chris, to answer your question directly, right? Like, how the hell did we come up with this? I am what I like to call a retired degenerate.
All right.
I was in a frat. Typical millennial, started drinking in high school and everything. Never had like what anyone would label as a problem, but just super social. Definitely went after it when I was younger. And that kind of just fell off as I got older, and just hangovers got worse, sleep apnea, this and that. And I always just kind of wanted to get better and better and better. And then on top of that, I've always been a little bit of like, I guess you would call it like a gym bro. And like with that comes protein and BCAAs and pre-workouts and creatine and everything that comes along with it. And always been kind of like into biohacking and whatnot. So you asked the question about how the hell did I go from tech into this? I was lurking on Twitter. I had started making some content about like sales and social skills. By the way, I don't know who the hell I thought I was that I could teach. Neither here nor there. We'll get back to that in a second. But the question I kept getting was like around people like being anxious going out and whatnot. And at the same time, I was getting away from drinking a little bit. And this idea kind of just formed itself from that. I would say the last piece of it too is like, I mentioned the biohacking piece. I was experimenting with a lot of nootropics myself, right? So 2 of the ingredients in Audi are L-theanine and Roxolin A. Roxolin A is the active ingredient in something called Subroxy. I was taking Subroxy and L-theanine as a combo because I didn't want to take ADHD medicine. And it was a combo that worked for me. And when I would take it, as I said, retired degenerate, my brain was like, this would be pretty good going out too.
Yeah.
It's little Adderall action and drinking was a little bit of a combo. So that's kind of how it came to be. And then, the last 2.5 years has been building it, tweaking it, making it better and better, leading to, what you guys are seeing right now.
I dig that so much. Go, Colin.
TJ, I feel like we are the same exact person. I am also a retired frat star. And
yes.
I did have, those post, fraternity where you're just drinking a little too much. You're kind of going a little crazy and you're like, hey, I need something else instead of just, you touched on a little bit before, the hangovers get pretty brutal pretty quick.
Yeah.
I have been looking for your solution for so long. Can you please can this up and sell it to every bar in America?
Gotcha.
Because I can promise you, every single person who is ordering a non-alcoholic alternative at a bar would rather purchase this instead?
So I didn't know that I was going to be saying this live on the show, but we have an RTD launching in the next 2 weeks.
Oh, dude,
Look at you! Look at you!
I'm kind of, it's really nerve wracking, to be honest, right? Like I told you, I'm new to this. This is like a whole new game. First and foremost, it is called Yapper. It's not it's separate. So we got Yapper, which I'm really excited about because like we're yapping, right? We're out, we're doing the thing, we're talking. That's the point. The only thing that I will say, unfortunately, you cannot put a 5-gram powder formula into an RTD.
Okay.
Not taste good. Water solubility comes into it. There's a whole bunch of things. So what we've done is we took the functional beverages that are out there already, and we upgraded and then carried over as much as we could from this formula into that. So it will be, I don't want to call it more mild because it still has a bunch of punch to it, but you can have 2 or 3, whereas Audi is designed to have 1 as a pre, right? But that RTD is launching. We're launching with a cherry lime flavor. It'll be available retail only at the beginning, and then I'll add a DTC option as well. But it's crazy you guys said that, and also I really didn't think I was going to be announcing that right now. Here's a first live on Twitter.
Yes,
go.
That's right. Yapper is coming. Well, I think that is so smart, TJ. Oh I really believe at a fundamental level, the hard work of marketing is done in product development. It's done before you ever even get the thing inside of an ad account or talk about it on social media. And to me, you're catching a bunch of tailwinds right now with millennials who maybe they don't want to drink so much, but they still do want some social lubricant. Or with Gen Z or Gen Alpha, they don't want to drink as much either, but maybe they don't want to go the THC route. Maybe they want to experience some kind of other ready to drink or some formula that enables them, helps them have a good time, but is something different than their forebears would have taken. I love all of the phrases that I see on your website: thriving, unbothered, in your element, social performance, feel more at ease, stop overthinking. Who wants to do that? Me. Natural, safe formula. Do you find, I feel like we're kindred spirits, the 3 of us here. Do you find people that come to you and say, I want to be social, but I hate it and I never want to do it? We make plans. I regret making the plans. I'd like to get off this drug or that solution and experience something that you're offering here. Do you find people coming from that category?
Funny enough, the first time that I ever had a Facebook ad work, I wrote all the copy myself. And the hook was, sometimes you just want the plans to get canceled.
Yeah,
that's the truth.
That's right.
That's the truth.
It's really funny that you say that because the answer is yes, very, very much so. It's a weird thing, and like something that we haven't discussed, but I talk about now, and we actually have some ads talking about this. The world got weird in the last 5 years, last 6 years. Like there's no denying it. We can't put the Pringles back in the can. Like just we were away from each other for a long time. Even myself, I notice it. My patients are lower. Like people annoy me more. I'm saying you're so stupid more. It just happened. And you know, I'm not here to debate if it did or if it didn't or why or whatever. Like we can throw that to the side. Yeah. In my reality, it happened. A lot of other people's reality, it happened. So we're trying to offer ways or different ways for that to be. And then also, you know, Chris, you're talking about like all this phrasing that we use. You know how it goes with D2C, right? Especially with something that's consumable. You're doing a combination of compliance, marketing, and also like trying to answer people's questions, right? So this is just iterations. We tried different things. We tried using social anxiety as a phrase. We tried using alcohol alternative, and we still do throw some of that in there. But what I found personally, and again, this is, I am not coming at this as a guru. This is purely just anecdote from running this brand for 2.5 years. People don't like to be labeled as having social anxiety, especially guys.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Even though like we all feel it. So what you're talking about, how I'm using phrasing, I'm trying to explain social anxiety without saying the word social anxiety.
Wow.
So we're trying to elicit, you know, what do you actually feel when you're at a wedding and you get sat next to someone who absolutely sucks? what do you do?
my God.
But you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this guy is talking about his finance job for an hour, and you're like
Oh
how
my
do you explain
gosh.
that? And honestly, unfortunately, some of that is social anxiety that you're like, because people that don't have that wouldn't struggle in that situation. They just calmly like walk away, right? Whereas if you're like, oh my God, I want to kill this person, get me out of here, blah, 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 like
Oh my gosh. We were at we did 9 weddings this past 2 years.
9?
I have that exact scenario you just mentioned. I had 3 or 4 times where I was looking to my significant other and I'm like, I don't know how to keep talking to this person because like, I have nothing in common with him. Like he's so I have no idea what you want me to do. And she's like, no, just keep talking, be nice. And I'm like, okay, like we'll just keep going with this. Like
yeah, and also like we're entrepreneurs, right? We don't have job like it's like a different like, now it just gets different and more different. And I'm like,
yeah.
I don't know what to say. I'm just gonna
Are you I'm super curious about this. Are you gonna try to raise like a Series A for this?
So I actually have investment, but
Yeah,
it's not institutional. It's a private investor.
Got it.
He is capable of matching what any institutional investor could do, but he likes to not be mentioned or like he's there. Everyone, he's there. He's a fan, loves the brand.
I just want this to blow up as quickly as physically possible. And so my thought is like, let's give you as much VC capital as you can physically handle.
And it sounds like brother, you got it. You got a great product and you got more product coming down the line and you've got real velocity, which I love. And give us insight, TJ, on as you have stepped through this, getting into D2C, getting into e-commerce, man, what has been totally otherwise than you expected? What lessons have you learned along the way? The reason that I ask is that sometimes I get the best value and the best learnings from guys who have stepped into it, fresh eyes, and they're doing it all in real time as an operator. What's that been like on your side?
That's a really, really good question. I'll try not to be long-winded. First and foremost, I think my own ignorance of the space made me hyperfixate on product quality.
Yeah.
Which is really interesting, right? Because now that I'm in here, like I'm not throwing shade at anyone, but we all know there's like no ship, black hat, drop shipping, all the stuff that goes on.
Yeah, that's right.
All this stuff goes on. And like, again, you know what? Get your bag, little bro. Like it's not my place to I'm not trying to do that. I'm trying to build a huge brand that exits one day, like and do things as legit as possible. And also because I'm super into this stuff, like I am not a biohacking influencer, but I am a very, very avid consumer. And I like to say an informed consumer, right? Yeah. So I think that makes me, and it put me in a really good place to like make a good product. So first and foremost, like I made this product, I can confidently say like this formula is the most potent thing that exists on the market. And I will say that 100%. And if anybody wants to challenge that, throw it into your favorite LLM, put the formula in and ask, because like I am that confident in how. Outside of that, I will say that the biggest thing, and now that I like have this X following and I get so many questions, and you know, in my normal life, I'm like the only person that has a brand, so people come to me with like their ideas and whatnot. It seems like every single person, myself included, gets hung up on like thinking about operations, manufacturing, product development, and all that stuff. And while those are extremely important, if you look at my X timeline, I say this all the time. I think that's only 20% of it. I think 80% is marketing and letting people know about your thing. And that was completely unexpected. Like I know for anyone watching this, that's like an operator that's in the space, like you may even be rolling your eyes, but when you come into this fresh, you have no fucking idea. Excuse my language, but you have no idea, right? You don't know how important organic content is and how to create a funnel and how important landing pages are and then messaging and avatars and all this stuff. Like you think you do, but you really, really, really do not with fresh.
Wow.
That really stands out. That really stands out. It's like Alex Hormozy always says, your biggest problem is nobody knows you exist. And I think he would even say that still about himself. He's like, yeah, not enough people know that I exist yet. You know, which is why he continues with the outpouring of social content and such.
Casual $100 million weekend, right? Yeah.
No exactly.
But
Exactly.
you go down the street and you try to say, to every Joe Schmo, you're like, who Alex Hormozy is? I bet you talk to 50 people, maybe 2 say yes, maybe, and they got to be within our niche, kind of. Like that's kind of a crazy.
Insane. Yeah,
it's like a frame breaker moment where you're like, oh, that isn't true fame yet.
Even
dude,
just like talking about sorry to cut you off, but like product.
No, go for it.
When you're in the trenches, you're like dreaming of 100K a month and then like $1 million a month, like in revenue and whatnot. And $1 million a month is when you're just starting to be able to say you have product market fit.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's a couple hundred customers a day, right?
Yeah.
And like when you're starting this, you're like, oh my God, I can't even imagine getting to that point. And then meanwhile, once you're in it, everyone's looking at you like, little boy, you don't have a time day yet. Are you crazy?
Oh my gosh.
It's funny. It's really funny, like how your frame changes so quickly and your paradigm changes so quickly. Colin, you were saying, I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, I was just wondering, I mean, your product is absolutely perfect for influencer seeding and partner kind of collaborations and partner campaigns. How are you thinking about that for 2026? Because I'm sure you got some crazy ideas. I mean, just talking to you, I have 6 million ideas that I'm running with, and I'm like, you should do all these things, but I'm sure you got some ideas.
Yeah. So I will say, like, last year was probably the year of figuring that out. I am not too proud to admit that I lost a lot of money on TikTok trying to figure out TikTok, right? And when I say lost money, it doesn't mean we didn't get sales. I just got really expensive sales. Just trying to figure that out and like getting like influencer seeding and getting affiliates going and whatnot. And now I feel like that expensive lesson taught me the direction in which way to go. I think it was it Cody from Jones Road that tweeted recently that they're like 40% partnership ads?
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
I think he said that. Like we're targeting that too, right? So I'm on Collabster. I actually, funny enough, I had a really funny moment the other day. My wife watches that show Traders. Are you guys familiar?
Me too.
Yeah.
We watch it.
I'm like the, all the memes, like I pretend like I hate the show and then I'm like,
yeah,
you're watching from the stairs.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on?
But the other night she had it on and I was like scrolling, half paying attention, and an influencer, funny enough, like made a skit reel that was like making a cocaine joke.
All right.
And then I went on their page and they had like multiple social anxiety videos, and I was like, well. I reached out. They're doing a campaign for us and whatnot. But I say that story to say like that's kind of what we're doing now, right? Like I'm actually scrolling my timeline, looking for people and actively reaching out, in addition to Collapser and all the other tools that are available and like Yuka and whatnot, because I do think that what you said, Colin, is going to be the case. Like influencer and seeding it through is what's going to be for 2026, especially with all the AI coming out, right? Like we're going to have to focus and double down more on real humans to offset all of the 11 Labs voiceovers.
Yeah. Yeah. And I love that because I mean, in my experience, the right creators or a handful of the right up and coming creators that can create some otherwise velocity and cheap CPMs that you would have not gotten on a TikTok shop or traditionally inside of Meta if you were just running your own ads. It can be a real unlock for just creating more ripples in your pond and getting your awareness out there.
Yeah, 1,000,000%.
DJ, we know that you are a busy man and we appreciate you coming on the show. But before you go, would you give us 30 seconds on where people should find you, what they should do next if they want? I mean, if they feel a little social performance lackluster, what should they do and what should they be excited about coming up here for you?
I really appreciate that, and you giving me that opportunity to have the stage. So the website is theoutgoing.co. If you want to check out what we're doing, we're also the Outgoing Co, one word, on all socials. If you want to follow me, I'm at TJ_Bongiorno on X. That's where I'm most active. I answer my DMs. I check all my DMs and I reply as much as possible if you want to reach out direct. But I do want to say again, guys, thank you so much for having me on. This was awesome. It's a cool moment for me to be able to be on this and reach here. And again, thank you guys for the kind words. You're awesome.
Yeah, man.
Let's go.
Hey, we love what you're
Let's
doing.
go.
We love what
We
you're
love
doing,
it.
brother.
I'm gonna
And-
send you guys a bunch, by the way.
Oh, come on.
yeah, of course.
Come on. Hey,
Come on, Italian.
we will-
Hey, take it.
Yeah, exactly.
We'll put it on the show.
We'll put it on the show. We'll do live taste test on
Yep.
the show,
Oh,
and then we'll record ourselves later once we are fully prepared for high octane social performance. How about that?
I love that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say that. Also, these hats just landed this morning. So
There we go, baby.
Oh.
Love it. Love
So
it.
later, guys. Thank you so much.
Hey,
I
man.
appreciate it. Have a great show.
Appreciate you coming on. Wow.
Like
That
pretty quick.
that guy's got energy, man. Don't you
Yeah.
love TJ?
The best. I mean, the amount of waves you alluded to it, the amount of waves he's riding with that brand where like, I don't know, I think it was like Paul Graham or somebody at YC was like, you don't want to try to be the person making the wave. You want to find the massive wave and just ride it. And that's how you're going to make your first $100 million.
Yeah.
He could be $100 million brand in 24 months.
That's
and I'm
incredible.
so serious about that.
That's
Like,
incredible.
The need for this is so crazy. And you see with restaurants, like the option is I'm going to get a non-alcoholic drink that's going to cost me $15 and it's going to be kind of not great. And they're going to be like, how is the drink? Do you love it? And you're like, yeah, sweet. Thank you.